There is this video that has been trending online for some days now. I want us to watch this video. I will be back.
But today, I was just offended, to be honest. The boy said, go back to your home country, you black bitch.
Which boy is that?
I can't say. We're all equal, to be honest. So I don't know why he thinks he's better than everyone.
Wow.
And that black people are different.
Wow.
It's unfair.
Right.
Mom, you probably don't know this, but in the 1800s, black people were slaves. I know it's different now, but white people are still treating us like what they were ants.
Wow. Wow.
It's unfair, to be honest. Especially because that's my home country. I wasn't brought up that way. I was brought up to love everyone.
Right.
Okay, all I want is love. Although I don't even know what's in him. I don't know what he was thinking. Because in my school, guys, I mostly get the blame for anything, no matter if someone does something to me first.
What?
All I'm saying is, white people need to change. And my mom and dad didn't bring me up that way. Brought me up that way. We're supposed to love all of each other. Even if we're not siblings, even if we're not friends, you can't treat someone else because of their skin color.
Wow.
It's unfair. Okay, what if I treated you that way? Okay. All I can say is that black people get the worst treatment.
And I'm sorry again that, someone made you feel like, it's all right. I love you, Malachi. Someone made you feel like, oh, you're a piece of, mud or something. No, you're not. You have your own family and you're loved by your family. Okay? Just remember that.
So this happened all the way in UK, United Kingdom. You can feel how the kid is dejected and very disappointed. Majority think racism don't exist again. But if it has not happened to you, you would think there is no racism in this world. You can see this particular issue, the person who told him to go back to his country, black bitch. You can see the person is of his age mate. It's a kid, but he has been fed racism because you can see his parents has fed him with all this racism, and he was able to communicate to his friend that he should go back to his home country. And if you are black and they tells you to go back to your home country, sometimes it means go back to Africa. And these things has been happening in the world, and we cannot deny the fact that there are still people who are find joy being racist, or who find joy of discriminating others because of their color, of their skin or something. And these things, the kid made mention of white people need to change. No, that is not what is going to happen. White people are not going to change, because this thing is a generational something that we are going to experience for a very long time. Majority think if they act like they are better than you or they are superior than you, that will feed their ego and feel superior over you. So these things is not going to end anytime soon. But the disappointment of all this is the countries that you can live in or you can stay in to feel better about yourselves are countries that are not doing so well. somewhere 2019, the Ghana president charged Africans in diaspora or African Americans and UK Africans that they can come back home to, start life, or they can come back home if they feel where they are living, where they are at the moment don't favor them. They can come back home, and majority decided to move back home. And initially, when they came, it was all joy. But when they normally arrive later, they realized the systems hasn't been put in proper places, and they start facing few challenges. The majority of them has had difficulties blending or adjusting themselves to African system. So most of them normally return back, and they still go and face discriminations and all this segregation and racism. So where they were supposed to run to is not a place that are favorable. That is why people like me and others are trying to find a way of trumpeting how African leaders will put things in place, because when they come here and they see wherever they go, they will see a black person on the billboard, they see a black man as a president, they see everything, they see themselves in other people. They become happy and they feel comfortable of staying in this country. But most of the times, the systems that hasn't been put in place normally go against them, and they end up going back to where they left. And that is the difficulties. I can't say it's going to be better, but maybe some time to come. They have this discrimination thing. They started fighting it they have been fighting it for centuries, and it's not really working. So places like US, when you go there, you are still going to face discrimination against black. You go to China, you face the same thing. You go to UK, you face the same thing. But what can we do? These things are not going to change. But if black countries like African countries can put their house together and put up systems that can favor everybody when they move here to make ends meet and survive here, I know majority should have moved here. But as it stands now, we still just have to preach against racism, preach against discrimination. There's a kid who is, saying all these things. You can see how disappointed he is, and he will grown up harboring some hatred in him. And later, we don't know what is going to happen. Some may be forgiven, some may still have that hatred in their heart, and they will end up causing harm to others. And that is what we are trying to prevent in this world. But what can we do? We just have to preach against all these things and preach love. We have to love each other. The kid said it, that we just have to love each other. But that thing, you can't force it on people who has been polluted to hate one another. Please, you can go to my description box, click on the Telegram link, join us for us to talk about the well-being of Africans and Africans in the diaspora. And if today is also your first time coming to this channel, then don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notification button so that anytime I upload any great content, you will be notified. I'm always your guy, De-Graft Amoako. Thanks for watching.